days ago, these celebrities entered the jungle. Since then, we've been transfixed by their tears and their tantrums. And that's just angry-faced baby David Van Day. They're all part of the show that can resurrect the celebrity dead.
Most people go into the jungle, it appears, when their career's on a down.
For anyone whose career is in the toilet, this is the show for you.
I felt as though it was they couldn't get anyone else, so they just got us.
It's your one chance of the year to watch celebrities making complete dickheads of themselves.
But what do they care? This show might be their last chance to relaunch their career and to make a fortune.
I thought it would be a nice way to get myself a pension.
Neil was bankrupt, life was a bit grim.
It's a good show for your career, it's a good show for charity, and you get paid as well. And you get to be in a jungle. Perfect.
Well, basically, I promised my husband a tractor.
But to reach the dizzy heights of agricultural vehicle ownership, celebrities first have to follow the unwritten laws of the jungle. Do this and they can be whisked from panto to primetime quicker than you can say insania. Tonight we reveal the unwritten laws of the jungle, the laws that can save a celebrity from fame, famine. But who are the real winners and losers? Because it is a competition and there have to be rules, especially when Ant and Dec and phone voting are involved. Follow the unwritten laws of the jungle and celebrities can go far. The first rule is as ancient and primal as the jungle itself. Man needs woman and woman needs mate.
You want your storyline to be the one that's followed, because if you don't get airtime, then people aren't going to know you as well. And one way to do that, of course, is to shack up with a fellow contestant.
Love reared its head in the jungle at the very start of I'm a Celebrity Series 1. Like the snake in the original Eden, up pops Darren Day. And hey, here comes sex addict Tara Palmer-Tomkinson. Would you Adam and Eve it?
I get like, you know, that would be nice. And so then it can get to such a level that you just think, oh, fuck.
The producers certainly couldn't, as the cameras found the couple lurking in the undergrowth.
The best trick of all to pull off on I'm a Celebrity or any reality show is if you can be involved in both love and war. The only person I can think of who did pull it off is Tara Palmer-Tomkinson, who began by loving Darren Day, and then halfway through, her love turned to hate.
Because he spurned her advances, making Tara Palmer-Tomkinson the only woman that Darren Day has ever turned down.
You don't want to listen, you don't want to hear,
No,
We knew she'd go far when she laid into him in front of 70 cameras and a gripped nation.
Asshole! You are an asshole!
That's why Tara Palmer-Tomkinson became popular.
Jungle loving broke her heart and caught the eye of TV producers who now harness her mad cat persona to entertain viewers.
Hello and welcome to The Underdog Show. I am Mark Durden-Smith.
And I'm Tara Bucking Mad Palmer-Tomkinson.
Of course, the first rule of showbiz is everybody always hates Darren Day.
Yes, because while Tara turned herself into a winner, it was pantos and pies all the way for the first celebrity loser in love. The most recent pair of jungle lovers followed the rule and their hearts, but it all went horribly wrong.
Well, I couldn't believe it when Cerys Matthews got it on with Mark Bannerman, because Cerys Matthews, to me, was always this really cool indie chick, and, you know, I fancied her like crazy 10 years ago. She turns up in the jungle and gets it on with some EastEnders bloke.
Their love seemed real, but fell foul of the watching public because of a single inconvenient detail.
I didn't realise he had a girlfriend. I mean, that was the big thing, wasn't it, that he had the girlfriend?
I think if they realised what an event it was back at home, they would have called it.
Whispering sweet nothings didn't fool anyone. The helpful producers put up captions and the audience saw it as a full-on love affair. And Mark's bird, actress Sarah Matravers, played the wronged girlfriend to perfection. She was upset in the Mirror, then she got angry in the Star, and by the time she spoke to the Daily Record, she was positively homicidal. There were 3 people in this relationship, but only one winner. She was cashing in, and she wasn't even in the jungle.
The last person one thought would be out was Mark Bannerman, because he was gorgeous, he was lovely, he was kind, he was considerate, he was very macho.
He was a love rat, in viewers' eyes at least, and he got booted off the show. After the show, Keris and Mark got together, split up, got together, and recently, split up. But there's one couple who've played by the jungle-loving rule, and one big.
Jordan and Peter, of course, are the huge couple, and they are absolutely massive.
Once upon a time, Peter Andre was a huge pop star. He also sold quite a few records, although his videos promoted them more through his glistening pecs than his dulcet voice.
Well, I remember interviewing Peter Andre back when he was doing Mysterious Girl and all those really good hip-hop tracks, and he was pretty cool back then. A lot of people liked him.
And then one day he just disappeared off the face of the earth, only to emerge 10 years later in the jungle. It was a decision that would change his life.
Who would have ever put Peter and Jordan in the jungle? He had never even heard of her. He went, when he was going in, when we interviewed him before he went in, he said, "Who is Jordan?"
Who was this mysterious Sheila? And why was she the only one in there with bigger breasts than Peter?
Well, the Katie and Peter romance was certainly fascinating, because you could see that there was something very strong between them, which was Peter's. And it was, it was great in a way, because it was like seeing your best friends get together and develop a relationship over a period of time.
Yeah. Tarzan Pete made it through to the final of the show. His Jordan Jane was booted out days earlier. Their reunion was emotional. Pete's minder from the Sun saw everything.
At one side of the building you had Jordan being looked after by OK Magazine. On the other side of the building you had Pete being looked after by us. And they hadn't yet met since they come out of the jungle. I go downstairs and sitting in this 5-star lobby is Jordan with one breast hanging out of her little tiny lycra dress, calling drunkenly, "Pete, Pete."
The couple were pure gold. The press went wild. Magazine covers, paparazzi, we couldn't get enough of them. Flashed with success, Pete released his first single in 10 years, a song he'd used to woo his girl in their jungle love nest, Insania. It went straight to #1.
We know that 10, maybe 11 million people are watching on a nightly basis, so he's going to get at least one #1 out of it, and it has been proved. We actually had, after that, how many #1s he would have, and our favourite was none after the first one, and we've been proved correct on that one too.
His music career may not be thriving, but Katie and Peter have other ways to keep themselves in the public eye, by starring in their own reality show. This touching portrait of family life is TV gold.
You look good. Did you just have a pee in here?
Yeah, I did.
Stink! God, your urine stinks. You need to drink more water.
I'm a great admirer of hers. I mean, I think she's quite fantastic. I mean, I think what she's done defies everything.
They are a brand now. Their brand, Andre Price or whatever it's called. They really have made a name for themselves, because Peter Andre, who was he when he went in there? He was the guy that sang Mysterious Girl. But now he's this lovable guy, and it's because he's become a package, and they sell really well for everybody, and they're still going.